pense qu'il veut garder la distance qui tue. Ah, parfait Paris remet dans le point. Non, non, c'est un kick. Alors ça, c'est du génie.
Hello everyone, today we're gonna talk about Street Fighter 6. We're going to talk about the state of the game in general, the mechanics, everything. If the game is good or not at the end after almost 1 year. No, maybe not 1 year, like less than 1 year, but it's almost the end of the Capcom Pro Tour, but so we're gonna talk about it. The end of the season 1. So now we have more experience with the game, we can talk about it. Most of the people say that I don't like the game, but it's not true. I like the game. But we're gonna talk about everything, mechanics, the game itself. So if we start about the game itself, I think Street Fighter 6 is a very good success from Capcom. I think they did something very good compared to the launch of Street Fighter 5, for example. Like if we talk about the mode, the training mode, for example, training mode is one of the best we have seen, probably the best we have seen in any games. The World Tour, the menu is okay. The system of modern classic, we see less people playing with modern right now in high level, but for the beginners, casual players, I think it's a very good option for them. And the new characters as well, like Kimberly, Jamie, they're very good characters, very cool. JP is something else. We're not gonna lie. Maybe JP was the mistake of the game, but overall I think even Aki is cool as well. Overall the game, I think it's a good success. The only problem I think is when you start to play at very high level for the pro players, it starts to be harder, especially with the amount of tournaments. You don't have many tournaments in a year, and the game is it's very hard to be consistent, like to create a gap of level between players like in previous Street Fighter or other games in general. It's very hard to do it. You can, but there is always a random factor that is very scary when you play at the top level. I think that's my opinion. I think other pro players think the same thing as well when I talk with them. But yeah, but overall in general, I like the game. It's just few mechanics we're gonna talk about it right now. Like if we start, for example, with the perfect parry. Perfect parry is probably one of the mechanics that at high level, low level or mid level, they're gonna say they're not gonna talk about it that much, but at very high level for pro players, that I know they don't like this mechanics that much because it can lead you to death very quickly. The perfect parry itself is okay. Let's imagine a perfect parry one move in neutral, a medium punch, or you're going to do your combo. There is a big reduce of damage, so that's fine. But if for example, I'm going to show you a video, you're gonna understand, because today I just logged in on Twitter and I watched a video from Banana Ken, one of the best JP. He's the best JP in USA and one of the best JP in the world, in my opinion. Very good. He showed a video on Twitter, and it just look at it and you will understand why we don't like it. It's not the damage of the perfect parry the problem, is the situation after it. You can lose because of it. You can lose the whole round. Like here, I'm going to show you. Wait. Yeah, here we go. So here you see Ken, has full HP, like he's very good in the round, but Ken only has 2 bar of drive. Let's see what happens. Perfect parry. He does this. Now he switched the position. He pulls the he could have put the portal. He could do a lot of things there, but he put the portal there. Okay. Set up. Now he's winning the round. Now he's actually winning the round. Another portal. Shimmy. I guess he's dead. It's too much. I mean, he's very good for doing this because he used two level 2 in once in one round, but very quickly. And I think even if it's very cool, it shouldn't happen. Like because when we think about it, like the Ken, he didn't do any mistake. He just tried to meaty the opponent, and he lost the round because of it. And I don't think it should be allowed to do this. Like it's too strong. When I pick JP, but it works with other characters as well. It also works with other characters. But wait, I'm going to pick JP first, maybe, or maybe not. Yeah, I'm going to pick JP and show you one thing. Because when he perfect parry, he did combo, switch side, and then he can set up something. But with a lot of characters, you can also just back throw the opponent. I put JP, but you can do it with a lot of characters as well. Let's imagine I'm in corner. It's the worst thing. When you're in corner and you perfect parry, it's the worst thing for your opponent. Like, let's say I do this. I get throw. And here, if I perfect parry, I can back throw the opponent then. Oh, I do it too early. I do it too early. Oh my god, I don't have the sound. Yeah, here. And then here, you will see. Here, I have Oki here. If I back throw here, I have Oki. Then I can throw loop or heavy kick. And I'm plus on block. I can do a lot of things. And you can lose the whole round because of this. It's not the damage of the perfect parry the problem. It's the situation after it. And sometimes it's not too hard to it's not easy or hard to perfect parry. Sometimes it's just a little bit random, you know. So if you're lucky, you did perfect parry at the good time, the good timing, you can win the whole round because of it. And it's very good for characters like JP, because in corner, when I'm in corner with JP, for example, people are scared of the EX amnesia, so they're not going to throw me most of the time. So if I play like this, trying to find the perfect parry, then I threw them back in corner. It's terrible for them. Yeah. So, but it works with a lot of characters. Like it works with DJ, Ken. When you perfect parry back throw with characters like this, it's so scary because then you're in corner against them with throw loops, big damage, big pressure. It's terrible. So yeah. What else? I think perfect parry overall should first choice. If I had to make a change about this thing, we shouldn't be able to. If we perfect parry a normal move, we shouldn't be able to dash, have Oki then. If I do, for example, perfect parry, this I shouldn't be able to in corner. I mean, I shouldn't be able to forward dash and have Oki. Plus 14, it's too much. I think after the perfect parry, the throw should have a big. We shouldn't be able to dash after it. To have Oki, we should be there and be able to do nothing else because it's too much. Because if you have throw loops, perfect parry together, I don't think it's good. What else? It should. First choice is this. Second choice, if we have the perfect parry, I think it should only work on special move or otherwise. Like Bud Slam or Honda, the Donka Ball, stuff like this. But then, if we do this, we will see the move. We won't see the move a lot, so. Or they should. I don't think they should do this against special move because we won't see the parry a lot in the game. Then I think. So if otherwise, third choice, they should add a recover on the perfect parry. So people who wake up with parry, we should be able to punish counter there. Imagine Kami perfect parry, I should be able to do this, punish counter, and then because the problem with the people actually in the game, they are spamming parry, and the risk is not that big at this range. Imagine I play at this range, and I've, especially with JP for example, because I have a slow walk speed. So if he parry here, I have to walk forward, throw, and I'm not very fast, for example, with JP. So it's not easy to punish the people who parry randomly like this. But it's not very risky to randomly parry like this. So that, I think that's the biggest problem actually. If they add a window where we can punish the perfect parry, that would be good. I think there is actually a window, but it's too small. There should be something bigger, I think. Now, if we talk about the drive rush, in the game overall, I think in neutral, I don't think it's very good, but I hate the drive rush in neutral. It shouldn't be like this. If I pick, for example, DJ, it's terrible. It's terrible because wait, I'm going to pick, for example, Kimberly. Let's say I play Kimberly against DJ, and the thing is, this kind of character can skip the neutral very easily and kill you very easily on stupid things, because he can do like parry light. It's very hard to check. Like if I'm here, and you see, I try to check. But in game, because I know he's going to drive rush now, but in game, I swear it's hard. It's so hard. Here, I did it too late. If you do it too late, it's terrible. Because, and one of the problem as well is when I check the drive rush, you see, right, I'm going to show you. You see, it's counter it on the right and we trade actually. Sometimes, most of the time, it will be because I set up the punish counter. I was like, what? What? I do nothing. Attack type up. Oh, it's hard. You see, it's counter it on the left, so you have more trade advantage. But I don't think it's enough. It should be punish counter. We should be able to punish counter the perfect parry. For example, with Kimberly, if I could punish counter, I could do this combo, the heavy one, put him in the air, combo extra. I will have more reward for it, because when the risk and reward is not very, I don't think it's very good. Like for the opponent, when he drive rush, he knows he can have a big reward with DJ when he does this, but the risk is not big enough sometimes. It depends on the matchups, but a lot of time it's too good to drive rush like this, and the risk is not good, big enough for the opponent. So I don't like this mechanics. And there is also one other thing. Because otherwise it's not funny. There is this kind of thing. So now, if you want to check the drive rush, you can lose. You see? When you try to check drive rush against DJ, for example, you can lose. You can lose the whole round because he does a bait with the sway, and then there is punish counter for him, and then he can do a big combo that puts you in corner with huge damage, with 4 loops, and you can lose in 10 seconds because you tried to check drive rush. So this is really the kind of mechanics I don't like, because the answer for the Kimberly player, there is no good answer in neutral against DJ when he does drive rush. So it's always a risk where the reward is better for him, so he actually doesn't need to play on neutral because of it. So yeah, that's a problem. Because if you see the, wait, I'm going to set up punish counter, you will see. Oh fuck. If I put if I do this, I can do huge damage like this. I don't know the full combo, but oh, I did it. You see? And then you're in corner, and I just need 2 combo to kill you. So yeah, that's, I think, honestly, I think that's the problem. If drive rush is okay in general, like to have Oki after move, like if I do a DP with Chun-Li, drive rush, I have Oki, let's say, why not? But the biggest problem for me is the drive rush in neutral. It shouldn't be like this. Like having a very good drive rush in neutral it can give you so many rounds, so many games. It's so without any efforts, you know. That's the thing I don't like. But yeah, I think they should extend the hotbox of the guy, the character who do the drive rush, so it will be easier to punish or to check it. Because sometimes we check it very quickly and we lose because of it. Or sometimes you just check it, then he does the sway with DJ, for example, and you lose. And at this time, you're like, it's not even my fault. When if I lose, it's not even my fault. And that's the problem. And we should be able to punish counter the move instead of only counter it. We would have more reward when we check it, so that would be better. I just wanted to make it more risky for the one who does it. I think that would be more fair. And now, if we talk about the drive impact in the game overall, like in neutral, it doesn't give you, I mean punish counter, so that's why, but if I do this, you see, I do few damage and I don't have combo, so, and the opponent can check it with drive impact as well, and I can lose the whole round for doing this mid screen, so it's only in corner. In corner, it's dangerous because then you have you can lose a lot of health because of this, but it's okay. I mean, it's still the same thing. If DJ check my drive rush, I can lose the whole one very quickly. So let's say it's probably not the worst mechanic in the game actually. And one good thing is that you can check sometimes special moves with it, like the Dragon Lash of Ken. You can drive impact this move, the Heavy Dosker of Honda. There's some special move you can check with it, so it's not the mechanics I prefer as well in any game overall, but it's okay. I don't I don't blame this mechanic. If it stayed like this in the game actually, I think it might be hard for a lower level player, like player who are not master, like diamond, platinum, gold. It might be very hard for them to check the drive impact in corner, I think. So for them, maybe they're probably gonna say it's the worst mechanic in the game. But at high level, it's okay. It's hard to check, but I think there is worse mechanic actually in the game. If it stays like this, I don't say anything. It's fine. The burnout is I think it's okay, but it could be a little bit better. Like they should do something in the burnout, but it's more they have to balance the burnout. It depends on the characters, but like if you think about the burnout of Jury and the burnout of JP DJ Ken, there is a big difference. Like if I'm burnout against Jury, like I have no bar, Jury can do everything she wants, but I'm not too scared most of the time. Any character I play, Jury is not very scary when you are in burnout, but when you play against DJ Ken, JP, and you are in burnout, most of the time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna lose this round. I know I'm going to lose this round because their pressure is too big. They have huge damage and they have infinite pressure. It's just too strong. Like Kimberly is a bit good for this as well. I can feel it when I play Kimberly. But the worst one is when I play JP. Oh my god! When I know the opponent is in burnout, I'm like, okay, I know he's dead. Or when he's close to being burnout with JP, I'm going to do EX, heavy kick, heavy punch EX, and I use the level 2, and I'm like, okay, he's dead. It's too strong to have this kind of thing. It's too strong to have this kind of move. He's way too strong. And yeah, I think they should do something. They should balance the burnout for characters. I think they should nerf the burnout, for example, of DJ, JP, Ken, because it's too strong. When you're in burnout so many times in tournament at very high level, I recently watched the CPT Japan or tournaments like this, 5 Cup, and when I watch the matches, as soon as you are in burnout against those characters, and most of the time you lose. It's too hard. Even if you're winning like you have 80% of health, you can lose the round very quickly. It's terrible. Now, and something else, if there is something as well, there is some matchup, for example, Guile against Drury again. Imagine the Guile has no bar. His burnout against Jury, like he's not too scared because he has a very good zoning against her. It's still hard for Jury to come close to Guile. So and then he will have his bar again. But when when the burnout is finished, you get 6 bars again. I don't think we should get 6 bar. 6 bar is too much. Like for if your opponent is struggling to approach, and then you have 6 bar again, it's too much. I think you should get 3 or 4 bars maximum again, not 6. You put yourself in burnout quickly, and then you can get your 6 bars again. It depends on the character. I think it's just balancing. I think that should just balance the burnout properly, and it's fine because, for example, when I play Chun-Li or Jury, they don't have the best burnout in the game, I think. But if I play Kimberly, JP, DJ, Ken, the burnout is insane. You can win the whole round thanks to it. So yeah. Now there's another mechanics. It's not a real mechanic, a drive mechanic, but it's the for loops. For loops in the game. I see a lot of people on Twitter talking a lot about it. They don't like the for loops overall because when you like this, you put your opponent corner, you do this, and there is always a 50-50, or maybe more than 50-50, because my opponent can EXDP, he can backdash, he can perfect parry, can jump, can tech, and there's always a choice, so and the choice is very scary for both. Actually, it's not only for DJ, it's also for you when you attack. Imagine you try to throw and you do a throw and he backdash, or me with Chun-Li, I'm going to show you with Chun-Li, for example, or Kami. I'm going to play Kami. Or maybe I have to pick Kami. It will be easier if I do this. And I play Jury here, for example. I'm going to show you left side. If my opponent wants to throw again, you see, I can do this kind of thing. So it's always a risk for both for both characters. You can beat the throw with dive with Kami, for example. You can EXDP and you switch side. So then it makes it very it's a big risk when you throw. It's good because there is the throw loop, but it's also a big risk. So it's always 50-50. You have solutions everywhere. So yeah. If there is only throw loops in the game, even if I don't like it because it makes it very random, let's say it's not for me it's not the biggest problem. Even if I don't like it, I don't think it's good to have this kind of thing in the game. For me, the biggest problem is perfect parry and drive rush, because those things most of the time they lead you in a situation where there is the for loops. That's the biggest problem. Sometimes you don't do anything wrong, and it puts you in a situation where you are in a 50-50 for loops every time, and it's a nightmare. But yeah, but I understand why they did that in the game, because in 3.5 they put the for loops, then they removed it, and in this game, 3.6 they put the for loops again, but they thought a little bit about it, because we have solutions to beat the for loops, but it's risky solutions every time. So, but let's say it's not the worst one for me. It's the very worst one for me is the perfect parry that can lead you to very bad situation, and drive rush, sorry, in neutral. And we didn't talk about the level 2. I won't talk about level 2 that much, but we can talk about it a little bit. Like, there is some level 2 in the game that are too strong as well. I think there are game breaker. Level 2 of JP, even Blanca, that's too much. Because you combine this kind of level 2 with perfect parry throw loops, it's very, very good as well. But it's not it's more characters things, it's not a mechanic in the game, so we're not gonna talk about it that much. Overall, the game is good. I think the game is okay, but it could be a little bit better. They just need to change few things in the game, mechanics, balance a little bit, just nerf a little bit the top tier, I think. And my opinion, I think the game would be amazing if they do that. If they patch the game properly, just few things in there. They don't have to change so many things. The game could be very, very, very good. Actually, it's not terrible. There's some things that are a bit random, I think, but overall the game is okay. But I think for season one, the game is okay for season one. The for me, the only problem, actually, if we talk about the balance of the game, even the balance of the game is not terrible because the low tier, we have low tier in the game, but even with low tier, they are not unplayable for me. Except they are still playable a little bit. We're not gonna win tournament with Honda. I think Honda, Manon. It's very, very hard to win tournaments with those characters, but they're still a little bit playable. If they buff them a little bit, they nerf the very, very high tier, they can quickly come back in the game, I think, and be played competitively. So we will see what they do for the next season. But overall, I think they should really nerf the top four of the game for me. They should nerf it. Well, I don't have the same top four than Japanese players, but I think like DJ, for me, DJ, Ken, JP, Luke, they should nerf those characters. Even Chun-Li, they can nerf Chun-Li, that's fine. A little bit Kami. If they nerf a little bit those characters, but especially DJ and JP, they have to nerf those characters. But they don't have a lot of, they don't have to nerf a lot of things. Maybe JP, a lot of things, yes. But for other characters, they don't have to nerf a lot of things to fix them. Like if you think about Luke, for example, it's very, very easy to nerf Luke, but he will still be very competitive. Like if you nerf the jump heavy punch because it's too strong, I think. Crouch medium punch. If you nerf this, and there is something else I forget. There's something else. If you nerf this and the drive rush, back heavy punch, you know, the suppressor, you nerf just those three things, it changes everything. Like if you can play more neutral against Luke, yeah, I think it's okay. Now people won't be scared as much against Luke. The character will stay very, very strong, but at least we could play more in neutral against him, so we would be more confident against Luke players in general. So it's very easy to fix a character in this game, I think. They don't have to make so many changes, so yeah. That's why I think the game is okay. For first season especially, I think the game is good actually. They just have to change few things and we'll be fine. So yeah, that's it for me. I think next video will probably be about Chalice. Now I'm talking about characters, I'm probably gonna talk about my Chalice because I don't think like Japanese player, or I'm more like I'm thinking more like Punk, for example, I think in the tier list. So yeah. So guys, thank you for watching the video. See you next time. Maybe it will be about matchup list, tier list, or something else. We'll see. See you guys. Thank you. Bye.